Yes, we are now on.
Hey, welcome to the kitchen. We're cooking tonight. We're making broccoli. Lovely, huh? Okay. We just rinsed it off. Now we gotta cut it into pieces that we can cook in a steamer.
Okay.
So we're cutting it up. And the very bottom piece you want to throw away because it's kind of tough. Everything else you cut. And you want it in small enough pieces so that you can eat it when it's done. So we're gonna cut it up into little pieces like this, you see? Take that bottom piece and throw it away. Whoa. Whoa. You're not supposed to laugh while you're filming, Jacqueline. Remember, this is serious shit. Okay. Broccoli. Okay. Broccoli likes to be steamed. The way you steam it is you get a pan, you put water in the bottom, you put a little steamer basket on top of it, then you put your broccoli on the steamer. Now the broccoli will take about 6 minutes to cook. And so we're going to time the rest of the meal. When we're 6 minutes away, we'll turn that on. But we're going to put a lid on there. Excellent. Okay, so that's going to sit until we're ready. Okay, tonight we're making turkey burgers, but regular turkey burgers taste like dirt. They are very boring. Turkey is a boring fowl. It needs to be jazzed up to taste good. So, what we do is we put all kinds of stuff in our turkey burger, and then we cook them. What I like to do is I first chop up some onions and garlic, and I cook them until they're kind of caramelized, a little brown color. You don't want to burn them, but you want to get them caramelized. And these guys are still in the process of getting caramelized. So we just kind of let them sit there and you cook them kind of over medium to low heat. You don't want it too hot. And you just give them lots of time. You just hit them with olive oil. And you just put enough in so it's the right amount. There's the right amount. You let it cook. So we're putting those in the turkey meat. We're going to combine them in a big bowl with lots of other stuff when they're ready. So just chop them up to make sure they're nice little pieces. And we're going to let that stuff cook slowly till it browns. Okay, so while we're waiting for our onion and garlic mixture to caramelize, and you can see how it's getting brown, so it's happening, we're going to mix up all the stuff in the turkey. Turkey is boring. This is what turkey looks like when it comes straight out of the package. We're going to add things that are going to make it taste good. There is no right answer. Whatever you feel like putting in, put in. You want to put things in that are going to be tasty and things that are going to have some moisture to them because it'll also get pretty dry. So here's what I like. I'm putting in a bunch of different kinds of ground cheeses. This is your standard Parmesan cheese. I have some leftover Gruyere cheese from when I was making something last week. We're going to dump that in too. Why not? Measuring precisely is very important. I never do it. Breadcrumbs. Let's add some breadcrumbs. If you're making meatballs, you add a lot of breadcrumbs. We're just gonna add a little bit. Okay. I like a little spice in mine, and this is one of our newest discoveries. It is, if I can get it open, a Korean fermented red pepper paste called gochujang. Good stuff. How do you take boring and make it less boring? You add things with flavor, like gochujang paste. Egg. Thank you, hen. Add an egg. 1 egg. Tomato paste, always good. That's the right amount of tomato paste. Precise measuring is the key to cooking.
I was gonna say.
Yes, that's where my wife's from. What else? Sesame oil. Don't know why, but it tastes good. Just a little bit. Sesame oil is very strong. Good stuff. It's strong. Adds a nice flavor.
Also not measured.
Why measure? It's perfect. Okay. Now, This actually is better to mix with your fingers. So when we get everything in here, we'll just mush it up and make it a pie. All right. I think these guys are done. Let's throw in our sauteed garlic and onions into our mix. Now, spices. It's spicy, but it still needs help. The number one thing you need to add is salt. Number one rule with salt is you can always add more. You can't add less once you put it in. So salt is something you put in bit by bit to make sure you don't oversalt. That's really an unhappy time when you oversalt. So, this is 3 pounds of turkey. It's going to take a fair bit of salt. So let's that's probably a tablespoon and a half or so. Fresh ground pepper. Always use fresh ground pepper. Don't use the stuff out of the can. The tin tastes like shit. This is much better. Fresh ground pepper. And let's add some more salt because turkey desperately needs help. Did I mention it's boring food? It's a boring food, but we can make it happier and better. Now, let's go to the magic spice drawer and figure out what else wants to go in here. Ta-da! Spices. Yes. Okay. So, what should we add in here? This is one of my new favorite other spices, Burberry. It's a North African spice. It's delicious. Let's add some Burberry. Okay. It's hot, so we don't add too much. Celery salt is a nice addition to lots of things. Let's hit it with some celery salt. I've got fresh onions in there, but you can't overdo the onions. Good onions are always a good thing. We'll add some onion powder. That's about the right amount. And oregano. We like oregano around here. Oregano. I hope you're noting the precision of all this cooking. It's very important to do it precisely, just like you're seeing. Okay, what else, Jack? Cumin. Throw in some cumin. Just because we like cumin. And I'm probably putting in 1 to 2 teaspoons of all these things, so it's not as completely random as it looks, but it's pretty random. Let's go to the bigger spices. Garlic salt. Note the large garlic salt. This is our favorite thing. We need cardboard if you have garlic salt on it. Give us garlic salt. No, lots of garlic. Okay. All right. That might be kind of a good mixture. Now, we're gonna have to do this with our manos. Manos. La, la, la. We are making our turkey burgers now. Let's see, here's the trick. Here's the other trick. There's lots of tricks. Make a little baby turkey burger and taste it and see how you like it. And then figure out if it needs more things like salt. Turkey always seems to need more salt than you think it does. Turkey is a boring food. Did I mention turkey was boring about 1,000 times?
Yep.
I understand.
Yep.
Okay, so we have in our hands turkey. The other thing to note is don't overwork your turkey. If there's anything I hate, it's a poor overworked turkey. They complain to the union and all kinds of shit happens. So you get your turkey mixed, but if you overwork it, it's gonna get tough and icky. So we are just mixing our turkey to get the spices all mixed in there. Yeah, looks like a pretty good combo. You can slap your meat too. It's always fun to do that.
Dad.
I know, it's cooking with Dad. It's just embarrassing sometimes. Yeah, all right. Okay, there we go. Cooking your turkey burger. It's theoretically possible to cook a turkey burger without oil, but I think it sticks, even in my non-stick pan. So I'm gonna add some olive oil. You always want to heat your oil before you put anything into it. Otherwise, the oil soaks into the object and it becomes greasy. So you want to get your oil warm or hot or whatever. So this set about medium. We're gonna give the oil a minute to heat up. Then we're gonna put a little taste of the turkey mixture, and we're gonna see if it tastes good. Once we know that we've got the seasoning right, then we'll time the potatoes. The potatoes cooking in there. Should be about 17 minutes for those. And we'll get the broccoli going, get the turkey going. We have a fresh fruit salad, can have some fresh bread. Not a bad meal. So we'll first.
How do we know when the broccoli is ready?
You stab with a fork.
Oh, okay.
Stab with a fork when it's soft.
Gotcha.
But in the meantime,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't touched anything.
let's make practice turkey burger.
So, how long are you waiting for? And let's just take a note of the temperature there. Okay.
So, how long do you cook your turkey burger? Simple answer. You cook it until it's done. I know you never would have figured that out by yourself.
Nope.
So I'm helping you here, Jacqueline.
Thank God for
Okay.
common sense, Dad.
Turkey burger is cooking. One cooking turkey burger. And in a regular burger, you can tell when it's time to flip it because you actually start seeing a little bit of clear liquid come through it. But with a turkey burger, you're not going to see any of that. So you kind of, what I like to do is wait till it's a little bit crispy on the bottom side and then I flip it over. And then it takes about a minute or so after that. You can kind of look around the rim of the turkey burger and you can kind of see when it starts changing from pink to white. And that's how it's cooking up from the bottom up. So you wait till it's about 2/3 up, then you flip it. But now we just kind of wait for it to cook.
All right, so we flipped it around.
We flipped it.
That's pretty good.
It's in there. With turkey, cook it until there's no pink left.
Okay.
If you overcook it, it'll get dry as a hockey puck. But as long as it's all completely pink is gone, you have a cooked burger. Burger, that's short for burger. So you gotta be hip if you're cooking in the kitchen.
All right.
Okay, we made a taster turkey patty, and we have 4 tasters in the house. So everybody's gonna get a taste of the taster patty.
Lovely.
You're up.
All right.
Baby.
We sampled the mini patty. What do we think?
Well, assembled masses.
Yeah. What do you think, dude?
Delicious.
Did you like it? Jenny? Jenny likes it.
Delicious.
I thought it was delicious.
The test patty was a success. Now we're making its bigger cousin. And turkey tends to be a little sticky, so what you do is you make your patty, and then after the bottom cooks a little bit, we're gonna mush it down, and so it doesn't stick so much to the spatula. But you have to kind of flip it and then you can mush it.
Gotcha.
But anyway, you can see, so we have 4 patties cooking.
So the other part of a dinner with Dad, a little bit dancing.
Shot of redemption. Come on, Jack, dance with me.
If you'll be my prodigal, I will be your love.
Little new potatoes. We cleaned them, rubbed them with olive oil, put on garlic salt, put on onion powder, put on a little bit of oregano, a little bit of what's that red shit we put on there? The paprika, a little smoked paprika, and then we sprinkled some onions and some garlic in the pan. And some of the onions got a little cooked, but some of them are going to be fabulous.
Okay, so I see you got out some prosciutto. What's happening
Prosciutto.
with the prosciutto?
Proof that God does love us. So we're putting some prosciutto on top of our turkey burgers just because we can. Not required, just delightful.
All right, so now we're into cheese. With the combo of spices you used and prosciutto, what kind of cheese are you putting on?
Swiss.
Sweet.
It's an art form to decide when to put the cheese on because you want it to melt, but if it melts too much, it splots all over and doesn't remain cheese anymore. So the right time to put it on is when it's the right time to put it on. There we go. There's one. Don't put the paper on. There's two. Three. And number 17. Okay.
How's the broccoli doing?
Broccoli's done. You can tell it's done when it's soft and ready to eat. One of the tricks is if you only put the good stuff on top, you get down to the bottom, it tastes gross. So the trick is do half a layer, put all the good stuff on, then do the second half and put more good stuff on. That way, the guy who gets the bottom part isn't feeling gypped.
Okay.
So that's what we did. So we doubled, in this case, it's a little bit of butter, it's a little bit of salt, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Okay. And now we will repeat Parmesan cheese. Just the right amount. Little butter, because we can. Butter. Who doesn't like butter? And salt. Just the right amount. Okay, that's done. These guys are done. All right.
Final product of tonight's cooking.